Sex determination from the chapter Human Genetics. Welcome to Arca's Neet Biology, and today let us go into the discussion of sex determination. Mendel is the scientist who have done vast research on the experimental model Pisum sativum, a plant species, whereas T.H. Morgan have been contributed lot of his work by selecting an animal model, that is Drosophila. Drosophila is also called as simple fruit fly, where we can see onto the rotten fruits. And now, what made the scientists to select Drosophila as an experimental model is it is suitable for genetic studies and it can grow on simple synthetic laboratory or medium. They can complete their life cycle in about 2 weeks, where he can observe the next generation in short duration. And single mating may produce a lot number of offsprings, as well as we can clearly make the distinction or differentiation between male and female flies. And they also have many hereditary variations like long wings, short wings, red color eye, white eye, bobbed bristles, non-bobbed. Several hereditary variations can be clearly studied by using this fruit fly. And the other thing is it also have less number of chromosomes. These are the favorable conditions which made the scientists to select Drosophila as an experimental model. And now sex determination was being started by the scientist Henking. And this was the person who have been identified the X chromosome. He said that in the male fly, 50% of the sperm consists of this X body and the other 50% of the sperm do not have this X chromosome. So the person who have first identified the X chromosome is Henking. Coming to the different types of sex determination in the organisms. And this sex determination can be identified by using the heterogametic sex, either in the male or in female. So if we take the male as a heterogamete. Now what do you mean by heterogamete? Means the two gamete, the allosomes are different. Then we can call it as a heterogamete. Here, if we take the male as a heterogamete, and here the male is responsible for identifying the sex of the offspring. So, best example this male as a heterogamete is it is XXXO type. Here, the male is XO and the female is XX. That means the female is having autosomes as well as the allosomes are 2X chromosomes. If the chromosomes are like this, then we can say this as the female. And simply we can say the female as a homogametic because both the sex chromosomes are same. Now coming to the male, male is having the autosomes as well as only single X chromosome. Okay, so here we can say it as the heterogamete. Suppose if you take the grasshopper, it consists of 12 pairs of chromosomes. So the female will have 24 chromosomes in total. Now how many chromosomes does the male have? Means one less than the female. So the total number of chromosomes will be 23. So now the type of eggs, the haploid eggs after meiosis 1 which are being produced by the female is AX. Okay, this is the ovum or the egg which is being released by the female. It is the AX type. And now coming to the sperms, they are same. Now coming to the sperm, it produces the two types of the sperm heads. That is one having the AX and the other one is having only the autosomes. The allosomes are absent. So we can say that as AX and AO. So if suppose this egg is being fertilized by the sperm of this, then the offspring will be AAXX. If it is AAXX, then this will be a female. If suppose the other type of the sperm, that is AO, is fertilizing the sperm, then here the offspring produced will be AAXO. AAXO is the male. So who is deciding the gender of the offspring means it is the male. So this male heterogamety is responsible to determine the sex of the offspring. That's why we are calling it as male heterogametic. So here this AAXX is the female, AAXO is the male. And now the next type of sex determination is XXXY. Here again the male is heterogametic, that is XY is heterogamete. Now coming to the gametes in the female, that is AAXX will be the female, AAXY is the male. So after meiosis 1, meiosis 1 is the reduction division where the diploid is being converted into haploid set. So here after meiosis the eggs are same. Okay, it produces the same type of eggs because the female is homogametic. So it is AX. Now coming to the sperm, it has the capability of producing the two types. 50% of the sperms carry X chromosome and other 50% will carry Y chromosome. AX as well as AY. And now if this AX fertilizes this by the sperm head AX, then the offspring produces AAXX. Now let us take the other case, that is AX and AY. Then the offspring produced is AAXY. Now how we depict the gender of the baby means by the male heterogametic. So here this is the female and this is the male. Who is deciding the gender of the baby means it is the male. So that's why we call that as male as heterogamete, and they are responsible to determine the sex of offspring. Example for this is the humans as well as Drosophila. XXXO is seen in grasshoppers. Female as a heterogamete. This can be seen in the two systems like ZZZO as well as ZZZW. Here the female acts as a heterogamete. Heterogamete means the two alleles are different. The two chromosomes, sex chromosomes are different. Okay, so this heterogametic sex of female is responsible to decide the gender of the baby. Now if you take this ZZZO, in ZZZO, ZZ is the male, ZO is the female. So the haploid set will have, the female will produce the same type of sperms, that is AZ type of sperms, because they are homogametic. But here the female will produce the two type of ova, they are AZ and AO. AZ and AO. So if this egg is fertilized by this sperm, then it produces AAZZ, and here this will be male, and in the other case if this sperm fertilize this egg, then here it will be AAZZO. Okay, here female is heterogametic. So who is deciding the gender of the offspring means it is the female, because it is producing the two different types of eggs. Okay, this can be seen in Fumia as well as certain moths. And now coming to the other one, that is ZZZW type. This can be seen in birds. Okay, now if you see this ZZZW, if you take this as AAZZ as the male, because male are homogametic here, female are heterogametic, AAZW. Okay, the sperm here is produced is same, homogametic, so it will be always AZ. Okay, and here the female produces the two types of eggs, that is AZ, W. The two types of eggs are produced. So the offsprings are AAZZ, AAZZ, AAZW. So AAZZ will be male, AAZZ will be the male, AZAW will be the female. AAZW. So this will be the female. Now here who is deciding the sex of the offspring means it is the female. Okay, so this is the example for sex determination in different types of organisms. If you like the video, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to receive the further notifications.